I'm going to take you through a very quick tour of the new OpenStream API, which was launched in the past couple of weeks by Facebook. Previously, there were ways to get data into the stream. What is the stream? Well, let's figure out what that is first. The stream is this. It's basically everything on the Facebook homepage that matters to a user. It's the meat and bones of the user's social Facebook experience, basically. Previously, we could insert notes and put videos in through various different scattered API methods. What Facebook have done is they've unified all these methods into some new methods, which makes it a lot easier for developers. Now, in order to write to someone's stream, what that means is your app, your third-party app or desktop app, can read the user's Facebook stream data and show it and render it in your own interface and do what you like with that data, except for store it, of course. So this can open the way for things like TweetDeck, for example, or one of the Air desktop clients could start showing a completely alternative interface to the Facebook website. In order to do that, you need to get permission from the user. There's two different new extended permissions. One is for reading the stream, and one is for publishing to the stream. These new permissions are aggregates of the existing update status, publish note. It sort of encapsulates all of those together into these two, read stream and publish stream. Another change they've done to make this easier for people is the standard traditional prompt permissions dialog boxes. You can now specify more than one in the same call, which makes it a lot easier if you have to ask for a lot of different things. At the moment, while this is in beta, because this has not been released as a production quality code yet from Facebook, only developers of an application can grant publish stream permission. So you can't yet publish things to normal users' streams. I think they want to see how people use it first before they go completely public with it. Now there's different ways to write to the stream, but the main ways of reading the stream, there's three. The first is the API calls, and these are things that Facebook always updates first. There's a new method called streamGet, and this basically gives you pretty much all of that data on the homepage in this one method call. You can filter it by friend list or by application. So, for example, you could get only your application's stream data, and that would include any of the user's friends' interactions with your app. You can call using any user ID you want, as long as they've granted you the read stream permission. What the user will see, it depends on who they are when they're logged in. So the session you're using when you call these methods is really important. So if I know your Facebook ID, for example, I could call this, and you've granted permission to my app, but I wouldn't see anything. I'd see Facebook user. I wouldn't see who's doing what. If your friend did it, they could probably see lots of things. So the privacy permissions and controls are still in place. You can also get comments by ID, and you can also get a list of filters. The filters are the same thing on the home page here. These are filters, basically. And you now get programmatic access to reading these filters. Hi, it's okay, come on. There's another way of reading the stream data using FQL, which is Facebook's SQL equivalent, basically. They've updated 5 different tables. The main one is the stream table, and this contains all the posts in the stream. When you call this table and get data from it, you also get the comments and the likes, who has liked what. Just like the API call, the privacy restrictions are enforced based on the current user session. You can also get the data from the filters. So if you want to see what filters the user has and present them as options, you can. You can also, the comment table, which previously was for the Facebook FB comment FPML tag, right? The Facebook's own easy-to-use comment system. They've added a new column which maps them onto the actual feed comments. So if I post a video and my friends comment, I can now get that from the table. There's also a new profile table which essentially unifies pages or public profiles and user profiles. So that data is all in one place now. And there's also the new connections table. And that's, interestingly enough, they actually used an is following column name, which is very Twitter-like. And some people speculate that Twitter's rise has stimulated a lot of this development on Facebook's side. So by the connections table, you can find out who I'm a fan of and who my friends are. The final way of reading the stream is using Atom, which is a standard for syndication. Facebook are using an open standard extension to that called activity streams. And the way you use it is you construct a big complicated URL. You have to generate a hash to verify that you are who you say you are. The response is Adam with this extra namespace added. The cool thing about this is that traditional RSS readers can use this feed and display it in a mostly sensible fashion. You won't get to use any of the extra activity stream stuff, but if you just want to plug something into an RSS reader, or you've got legacy RSS code, you're halfway there. So far, the only user-generated content in this Atom feed is user-generated. There's no app-generated content yet, but that will be coming. Finally, writing to the stream. What can you do? Basically, you can do everything. You can upload photos, you can upload videos, you can add notes, you can share links, post links, you can like things. So in your app, like I said, you can replace the whole Facebook homepage interface. You can add comments, you can remove likes, and you can remove posts that your app has created through your app. There's no template bundles required. Previously, in the publish user action method, you have to pre-register templates with Facebook, and it's a slightly convoluted process. Now you can just push content directly to the feed and not worry about any templates. They've also unified the idea of attachments to these posts, so it's very easy to add an MP3 or a video or even Flash content, and it will display inline in the normal feed. Right? So if your application is not just a stream reader, you want to add things to the stream, this is the stuff you're going to use. The access to this is not limited just to the developer API, the standard API. You can use it with Facebook Connect, and they're also working on extending the JavaScript API. So using Facebook Connect means that your completely separate third-party website can use these methods in lots of ways. As always, see the developer wiki for more detailed info, because that's where all the brass tacks are. And in the future, well, I don't know, what do we see? I think definitely more Air desktop apps, because people love them. Anyone here use an Air Twitter app? Anyone use TweetDeck? Yeah? Have you guys turned on the Facebook integration with it? Yeah? Yeah? Do you like it? Is it good? Yeah. But you could do more, right? Yeah, you could do more. Well, that's what we're going to see, I think. Also, better mobile integration is a key thing, I think, for Facebook's strategy. You'll see more, people will start doing real-time mashups like Twitter apps. There's lots of great, fun Twitter apps, and I think you'll start seeing that. The question for Facebook is, how public is the content going to get? I mean, Twitter is great because everything is available to pretty much everyone. But Facebook is limited by the friend graph, so we'll see what comes out of that. There'll probably be more privacy scare stories in the press and people complaining about pictures that they posted showing in someone's stream feed. Facebook, of course, will probably use this as a way to help push more real-time features into their core site. And finally, stuff we can't even imagine. Cool stuff, probably. Are there any questions?
Will you be able to export the stream into a CSV document?
Well, the Facebook platform policy and the terms of service for developers generally means that you can't store any real data for longer than 24 hours.
But you could technically plug the XML feed into Excel.
Sure, yeah, if you want to, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to back up your Facebook stream, there's a good app. Yeah. Who knows, you know.
Who wants to give me some money?
Yeah. Any questions? Yeah, Chris.
With the likes side of things, how granular is the data? Can you tell what somebody liked and try and drag some information back on that?
At the moment, there is no like FQL table, which is what we really want. At the moment, when you call stream get or you use the stream FQL table, you get a big block of likes that are attached to each post. You can find out who's done it, and you know everything about the like. But there's API methods for adding a like and removing it. But there aren't clever ways to query it, which I think would be a nice addition for them to add. Yeah.
How far back does it go?
You can specify date ranges. I imagine I don't know the example. I'll speculate that it goes as far back as the homepage update a few months ago. That seems to be the limit of the status updates I've been able to get as well. Is there another question over here?
Good.
Okay.
Cool. Thanks.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.